in China. Japan's sort of an interesting one because Japan still has a lot of exposure in China itself, but just about everything else in the macro geopolitical environment seems to be bullish for Japan. And we have a pretty big bet on Japan. We haven't talked about them in a while. So what are you seeing from Japanese sort of equities this week that's got you excited?
Well, the thing that is noteworthy about Japan is if you look at some of the key indices. So one of the ETFs that you can follow is the DXJ, which hedges out the currency exposure in Japan. So you're just getting exposure to the underlying stocks in yen terms. That's breaking out to new highs and new long-term highs. I don't have it in front of me, but I think it's a decade high, which is a real outlier. You don't like what other country in the world right now is making new highs? There are none that I can think of. Maybe some, maybe Liechtenstein or something that I'm not following very closely.
Oh, I don't.
But that's a major thing. Like that's a major flag. We've been talking about this, and part of our thesis on Japan, on top of all the fundamental stuff that we've talked about with sort of the transformation of the country and them accelerating their investment and all those geopolitical oriented things. Part of the technical argument is just that Japan has been mired in a bear market for 25 years. And if you look at the behavior of Japanese stocks, they appear to be trying to break out of what is a very, very long downtrend, right as all of these big picture geopolitical tectonic plates are shifting. And I think that's really interesting. And if you look at what Japanese stocks are doing right now, that seems to be a confirmation that something big is potentially going on.